Howie Roseman is literally putting up so many smoke screens right now, we don't even know what's going on. But he's had pre-draft press conferences, not with just the beat writers, Andy Weidel as well. I think it was the other day. And pretty much when Howie Roseman talks about the draft, it's pretty much like... But in all seriousness, there could be a trade-up candidate for this team. And I think there's plenty of them. But there's one that is going to stand out, of course we're going to know, is that the New York Jets, Joe Douglas is the GM. Joe Douglas was with us, you know what I mean? And you know what? He said pretty much, quote-unquote, Joe Douglas, you know, he's like, Joe Douglas, give me a call or something like that. You know what I mean? As a joke, but in all seriousness, the Jets could be that main team, even though the Jet fans think they won't move from that spot. It could happen. But at the same time, you know what I mean? There are plenty of trade candidates. Would you want to move up? I say you move up from 7 to 12. That's where I'm kind of figured out. You're either going to take the Raiders pick, you'll take the Panthers pick, the Cardinals pick. I don't know. One of these picks should be ours. And I'm hoping to God that they move up and do something. I know that Howie Roseman is going to try and be aggressive to get one of these top 4 wide receivers, but the one apple in his eye is CeeDee Lamb, which we all know from a few days ago, from the rumors coming about. But at the same time, would it hurt to give Joe Douglas a call and say, hey, you know, let's make a deal. Let's do something here. And it would probably help out and benefit us a lot. I know that Howie Roseman has a lot of respect for Joe Douglas. Joe is trying to build this Jets team right now. I know one of the tackles for the draft ended up getting a drug test and failing it, so I don't know. That's probably going to put his draft stock down. So they could be still going after an offensive lineman, or they could be going after a receiver. You take the Jets pick, you pretty much can have CeeDee Lamb in your pocket, or one of the top 4 guys. You either have him or Ruggs pretty much in your pocket at that point. But Howie Roseman is not putting all his cards on the table. He's not really telling anybody anything. Every time he, you know, mentions the draft, he's always saying how exciting this draft is, but it's all PR words and PR bullshit that we all hear most of the time. Not to mention that Howie has got to have the best draft this year. Okay, I understand he wasn't really worrying about, you know, he's like, we have this year's draft and next year's draft. So he's thinking we have a window to draft good players within the next 2 years, the 2 off seasons, which is this year and next year. Which I guess I could believe that, but at the same time, you have a huge chance, and you have some needs on this team right now at linebacker, at wide receiver. You need depth on the offensive line. You need at least a backup safety that can come in. God forbid you have 2 safeties on 1-year deals. So, I mean, at this point, you don't even know what your outside corner is going to be at the other side, opposite of Darius Slay. So, there are plenty of different things that we could take from this. There's no doubt about how Roseman is on the phones. He's making phone calls to try to trade up and get the best deal possible. So look out for rumors this week on what's going on with this team. And a lot of things are going to heat up a little bit more come next week. And we'll see what happens. So Howie Roseman, I like he's putting up the smoke screens. He's not making it obvious, but obvious the fans know that the Eagles need a wide receiver that badly. We need a superstar on this team. We need someone that's going to be with Carson Wentz for the rest of his career. So that's what I'm looking for, because I want to pay a receiver a lot of money. That's a Julio Jones. That's a DeAndre Hopkins. That's somebody that's going to get a lot of attention. With already D-Jack here this year, this offense could be explosive. This offense could be something special. Coaching staff changes. You know it. So at the same time, let's just try to see what happens, but Howie Roseman is definitely working his tail off. We can't ignore that. So, all right, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I will see you guys later. Shake squad up. Fly, fly.